Hey, welcome everybody to the certification meeting here. We've got the canvassing board gathered to certify the results of the August 6, 2024 primary election. And before we go through a round of introductions, I want to make sure I take time to thank the elections team for another really well-run, well-conducted election on behalf of the people of Mason County. As far as introductions go, to my left, we have Commissioner District 3 Sharon Trask. To my right, we have our Chief Deputy Prosecuting Attorney, Tim Whitehead. And then across the table, we have Susan Blankenship, Assistant Elections Administrator. We have Marie Stevenson, our Elections Administrator. In the back, you can't see him. Mike Lombowski is our new election technician. And next to him is one of our most favorite election observers, Ross Keller. So with that, take it away, Marie.
Okay, so we have our official results for our county. Everything is good. Everything was submitted yesterday at 5:01 is when I got everything uploaded to the state for our official results. And then our precinct level results, I reviewed through those and didn't see anything that would cause havoc. Everything was great.
And taking it from the top, right? We had 20,176 ballots cast for a turnout of 45.69%.
Good.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah. And then, backing up just a smidge, yesterday we presented, of course, 160 ballots. We had originally said 161, but one of those ballots was actually the one that I gave an explanation about. So wasn't up for rejection. It was just for information. So it was technically 160 ballots. And then the canvassing board accepted 2. And then we received 4 letters after the fact.
Good.
So, yes.
So the total
6.
rejected number would be 156?
152.
2?
There were 6 ballots.
Gotcha.
Okay. And so we've done an amendment indicating that information so everybody could sign.
And while we're passing around the form here for signature, for those watching on video here, and for those who are interested, we did have 14 ballots signed with an X with 2 supporting witness signatures total in the election. And then this was our second election where we had the temporary vote center open in Belfair. We had 62 customers for the days we were open up there. So that's almost double what we had in the first election. So I'm encouraged by that. And then when we wrap this up, I want to take a look at some of those rejected signatures and pick out a few amongst us so I can actually go out and speak with those voters about the importance of their signature and why their ballot did not count in this election.
Okay, and then on to reconciliation. Everything was 100% balanced other than that one ballot that was tabulated that should not have been. So on our reconciliation report, it does show we have a discrepancy of the one. Other than that, everything balances perfectly. I had to do an explanation of what that was for the Secretary of State and of course for the public. And then this is kind of just a quick reference, like this is the data that I use and how I balance daily. Everything's accounted for. And then over here, that one's there. So with that, all the results and everything.
Way to go. Way to find that. It's going to shed light on across the state on that.
To help.
Yeah, to help with that problem.
I mean, because it definitely was, and I wasn't aware that, of course, other counties, I only go by us, and then I'll ask if I need to, but it's
good job.
not giving
That's
up.
the good news side of that story. But again, one's too many, and Marie and I and the rest of the team were just rabid and adamant about doing everything we can to make sure those things don't happen.
Remember, there's 2 there.
Top.
Oh, did I miss one?
started refollowing.
I did.
There we go.
So with that, that's all we have today.
Ross, is there eyes and ears from the public at large? Any feedback, comments, questions, criticisms?
Nope. Good, looking forward to next week.
As we all are, it's gonna be fun. So,
Vacation.
thank you all
We
again,
start building the November ballot next week.
and thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you.
Thank you all. You did a good job.
Yeah,
I said
good
it
job.
yesterday and I say it again. Nice work.
Always.